Liminal. There is a moment when the day exhales and the night inhales. A seam opens, a hinge turns. Something silent decides. We call it liminal space, but that's only a label for something older than language. The truth is simpler. We live here all the time. We breathe the in-between, the way trees breathe winter, quietly, without apology. When I walk in the forest, I notice it more. Last week everything was autumn. Brown, soft, heavy with endings. Today there's the thinnest veil of snow and a kind of sunlight that feels like a promise no one dares put into words. The dog trots ahead, ears flicking at every sound, completely unbothered by the slow changing of worlds. He doesn't analyze it. He doesn't resist it. He just moves from moment to moment as if each one is exactly enough. And the forest? The forest never argues with its own becoming. It doesn't cling to the past or panic at the future. It doesn't negotiate with the cold. It just shifts weight, leaf to frost, and continues. I think grief is a liminal space too. Not a place we fall into or crawl out of, but a threshold we end up living on for longer than we expect. Some days it feels sharp, like early winter light, thin, blinding, unavoidable. Other days it's muted, like a sky that can't decide whether to snow or rain. And sometimes grief doesn't hurt at all. It simply sits beside you, quiet as a shadow, reminding you that love never leaves cleanly. Walking in the forest, I feel all the versions of myself that tried so hard to be steady when life wasn't. The ones who kept watch, the ones who patched the cracks, the ones who held their breath for years. Rest is a liminal space too. Not sleep, not wakefulness, but that softening, when the nervous system unclenches even for a minute. The moment the body lets go of the story it has been bracing against. Sometimes I think we spend our lives trying to earn rest instead of letting it happen. We wait until the crisis is over, until the house is quiet, until everything is stable, and of course it never is. But the forest rests in motion, in change. It rests simply by existing. Maybe we're allowed to do the same. There is a power between opposites that no one taught us to trust. Between sorrow and relief, between fear and gentleness, between holding on and letting go. The forest lives there without conflict. Winter doesn't cancel autumn. Light doesn't cancel dark. Everything just falls into the next thing. And maybe that's the teaching. That's the in-between. It isn't a crisis, isn't a mistake, isn't a problem to solve. Maybe it's the place where we finally meet ourselves. When I step into my shadow without turning away, when I step into my light without feeling unworthy. Something in me loosens. Something unclenches. Something says yes. And then the hinge turns. The seam closes softly, and the body remembers what rest feels like, not as a reward, but as a right. So today, in this almost winter forest, with the small dog checking every trail, I let myself walk through the liminal, not rushing toward anything, not escaping anything, just moving the way the trees do. Steady, changing, alive in the in-between.